All right, so here we go. We're going to learn about logarithms, just an intro. Logarithms are so in-depth and you can do so much with them that your pre-cal teacher is just going to have to teach you more. But at least when you go into pre-cal, you'll know a little bit about logarithms, okay? This is the very last lesson. I'm so excited. I know you're done and you're tired. I am too. I'm ready for the summer to start. And hopefully we can get back to normal. I do miss you guys, and I hate we couldn't end out the year with, like I always give, like a nice little party or whatever, but just be thankful you're not a senior, because think about what all the seniors are going through. So here we go. Let's start on our last video lesson. Yay! Okay, here we go. All right, so before we start, we're just going to go simple mathematics, really fast. So let's talk about inverse operations. Okay, so we know 3 plus 4 is 7, and we know we can get back to the 3 and 4 using subtraction. 7 minus 4 gives you 3, and 7 minus 3 gives you 4. That's just how it works. That's how inverse operations work. I should always be able to get back to my numbers that were used in the previous operation. Same thing with multiplication. 3 times 4 equals 12. I can use division to get the 4 and the 3 back. All right, both cases, no problem. Here's our issue. Our issue is with exponents. We know 3 to the 4th power. Well, now we know 3 to the 4th power equals 81. We can get back to the 3 because I can say I can undo my 4th power by using a root. So the 4th root of 81 equals 3. And that's how I can easily get back my 3. But how can I get my exponent back? Is there anything that will tell me what the exponent is? So if I try to do that same root thing, that didn't work. The cube root of 81 equals 4. No, that didn't work at all. Because the 4 to the 3rd, remember, we're undoing that, number. So that does not work. So mathematicians said, okay, how can we get back that exponent? So how do we know what math can I use to get the exponent? So, mathematicians, we invent a new math. So here you go. It's called a logarithm. All right, so a logarithm says that when we know 3 to the 4th power equals 81, and let's say I didn't know what the exponent was, that is what we use. A logarithm answers the question, what is the exponent? So you got to remember, the answer to any logarithmic problem is what's the exponent? What's the exponent? What's the exponent? Because that's what we want to know, and that's what we're going to work with. You can read it. The logarithm of 81 base 3 equals 4. All right, so here's our two forms. So here's our exponential form, because we take a base to an exponent and it equals something. So the logarithm was like, okay, well, what could be that exponent? So you do the log of x with a base of b equals y. So for example, let me write one out. So the log, well, you know what? Let's start with the exponent. We're going to start with the exponent. So we're going to start with, let's do 7 to the 2nd power equals 49. So I'm going to do log. Here's my base. The base is 7. That's what I want to take care of. And when I use the base of 7, I got an answer of 49. What is its exponent? 2. So that is why the answer to a logarithm is the exponent used in exponential form. And that's what you got to remember. A log is an exponent. The answer to a log is an exponent. The answer to a log is an exponent. And that's how you have to think about it. All right, so let's convert. We're going to go back and forth between exponential form and logarithmic form. So let's give an exponential form. So for that logarithm form, we need to write our base is 6, 3 is our exponent, and the answer to it was 216. Our base is 6, the answer to it is 216, And the exponent is 3 because the answer to a log is the exponent. It helps me answer the question, what exponent was used? All right, let's go backwards. So which of the numbers is the exponent? 2 is the exponent. And if I know that, it is easy to write. So 5 to the second power equals 25. All right, so let's do another explanation. So let's go there. The answer to the log is the exponent. Well, which number is the exponent of 1/2? So I know my logarithm is going to equal 1/2. Now, just because you're used to bigger and smaller numbers, no, your base is 49. So that needs to go where the base goes. Look where the 5 went. Look where the 6 went. That's where the 49 has to go. So log of 7 base 49 equals 1/2. And so that goes back to the square root that I taught you, because the square root of 49, because that could have been written 49 to the 1/2 equals 7. And again, I just wanted to introduce it so when you see it, you're like, oh, I remember it was the last thing we learned. You know, we would have done way more work with this. All right, so now let's do this one. So we have, what is the exponent? Which number is the exponent? This is your exponent. Where is your base? That 2 right there. So 2 to the negative third equals 1/8, which makes sense because the negative would drop that number down to the bottom to your denominator and you get 1/8. Okay, so here we go. So let's actually try to answer problems and evaluate a log. And remember, our answer needs to be the exponent. So the first question you ask yourself is 2 to the what power equals 32? So what's great is about having those powers of 2 over there, and look, clear as day, we get 2 to the 5th power right here equals 32. So therefore, the exponent is 5. So the answer to my log is 5. So let's do the next one. What is the question that I'm going to ask? Let me erase this. Okay, so our question we're going to ask is 4 to what power gives me 64? Well, let's look at all our little charts again. And 4 to the 3rd power gives me 64. So the answer to my log is an exponent, so that is 3. All right, so let's try the next one. So hopefully you can try it, and this one's pretty easy. So 9 to what power will give me 81? Everyone knows this. It's 2. Answer is 2, because 9 to the 2nd power is equal to 81. And a log asks, what's the exponent used? All right, so here, 5 to the what power gives me 1 over 25? And you're thinking in your head, well, 5 to the 2nd power gives me 25. But what would it take to make it 1 over 25? And I hope you remember, it's a negative exponent. So 5 to the negative 2 would make it 1 over 25, because the negative 2 would have brought it down to the denominator, and you get 1 over 25. This is my last slide. I'm so excited. So here we go. Again, we still got to ask those same questions. 2 to the what power would give me 1 over 128? Before we start, we know our answer is negative. We just got to figure out 2 to the what power would give me 128. So that's where these come in, and we see it clearly right here. So 2 to the 7th power is 128. So then this answer must be a negative 7, because we had to move it down to the bottom. All right, so now let's keep going. So we need to ask the question, 125, I know you want to say 5 to what? 125, I know you want to switch it, but remember, this right here is your base. That's your base. So 125 to the what power will give me 5? So what type of exponents make your answer small? Roots. So like the cube root of 125, because look at that, 5 to the third power equals 125. So therefore the cube root of 125 will give me 5. So how do I represent cube roots? Because that's what happened. So what does that look like? So let's go back to our rational exponents. And we get that. So therefore, your answer is 1/3. All right, let's do the last ones. 36 to what power would give you 6? Remember, we got smaller. So what type of exponent would make my number smaller? Besides negatives, well, that's the roots. So we need something like a root of 36. So what root is it? A square root. So the square root of 36 would give me 6. And how do I represent square roots? Square root of 36 gives me 6. That's the same as writing 1/2 would give me 6. So there's my exponent, and that's what I write. The last one, again, 5 to what power would give me 1? Well, again, anything to the 0 power will give me 1. So this is 0. That is it. That is the last lesson. I want to thank you guys for keeping up with it and staying with it. For those of you guys did it, you guys did pretty good as a class. I think it was probably like 4 people who fell off. So maybe they'll come in at the end and finish everything. I'm going to go ahead and get some grades in. Again, if you need help, questions, send messages on Remind. I've sent my phone number. If you need me to reopen some things, let me know what you need. I want to help you guys as much as I can. And then pre-cal next year, if you need tutoring, please come by. I'll be more than happy to help you if you are lost. Thank you for being in Math Cluster, the smartest kids in school as always. Love you guys. See you next year. Bye.